Hey guys! Sorry, let me make sure my volume's up. I know I told you I would do this tutorial a long time ago and I never got around to it, but I'm hoping to be better. Today I wanted to show you guys how I edit my black and whites. And I really love black and white because it's really classic. And I've used the same edit for, years. The same preset, and I just tweak the preset a little bit. And yeah, I've just been kind of my go-to. So when I start out with my black and white, I guess it's important to note not every picture is going to look good converted to black and white. Some just don't have enough contrast going on. The image is a little bit flat and it just doesn't convert well to black and white. So if you convert an image to black and white and it's just looking flat, then just keep it color. It's just not going to ever really look good black and white. So when I do my black and whites, I first have it edited in color. So that was already edited. So then I bring it into Photoshop and I go to my actions, which I will provide a link to, and you can get the black and white one. Push play on my action, and that one already looks pretty good. Just adding the action. Grain, if you're not a really grain person, you can just turn the grain off right down here. I like grain a lot in black and whites, but I'll probably turn it down just a little bit, around 55%. I never really touch the add warmth, never touch the black and white because that's what actually converts it. The only two I really touch, or I guess three, I touch the grain, I touch the curve, and I touch the mid-tone, or the mid-recovery. So I might keep the mid-recovery there, but I'll bring it down a little bit and see how it looks. Yeah, we'll bring it down just a smidge. And then I open up, I go make sure this box is selected. You double click it. And, sorry, that one a little bigger than I wanted it to. Come right over here to your curve so you can see it. If you want to make your blacks a little deeper, you're going to come to this point right here. You're going to pull it. See, the further I pull it, the blacker those blacks get. Too black for my liking, so probably just do it till I like it. This right here is going to change it kind of lightens up your blacks a little bit, kind of makes them more matte. I like a little bit of matte in my black and whites, so I keep it up. But if you don't like the matte, just bring it down. So there's that. This point right here, if you pull it, it's going to brighten your highlights a lot really quick. So I think they're pretty good where they're at, so I'm going to leave it. And then if you want to touch this top one, it's going to bring a little bit of matte into the highlights. That's looking a little too bright for me, so I'll probably keep it up. You can also bring this point down, and we're seeing a lot of this edit too. People just kind of are bringing down the highlights a lot. I've been seeing a lot of photographers doing that. So that's how you do that. You kind of bring down that point to where you like it. And just kind of play around with the curve, and the curve is going to give you the biggest change, and that's I just kind of do it until I like it, and that's what I've been doing for years, is the same preset, just tweaking it. So there's the before, and there's the after on that. And I'll do one more picture for you guys here. This is from my sister's bridals. So once again, we have the pictures already been edited for color, so I'm just going to convert it to black and white. And once again, I really just love this preset. It already looks pretty good for me, for my taste. So I'm going to turn the grain down probably just a smidgen. And I turn the grain down. I think grain looks really good on on digital. So if you're looking at it on Instagram, if you're looking at it on a website, but then you blow them up, and if you blow it up in print, sometimes the grain's too much. So I don't usually keep my grain on full. And also I should note, if I shot in really low light and there's a lot of noise from shooting in low light, so already kind of that grain, the noise that comes from that, sometimes I'll just totally turn the grain off because I don't want it to be too much. So just zoom in and kind of see where you're at with your grain. 1 minute, sis.
Mom,
I'm finishing this.
Mom, can we...
So I'm going to turn the mid-tone down, probably a smidgen there.
What one?
And then, hang on, sis. And then the curve, come into my curve. My layer, I feel like the blacks need to be a little bit darker. And then maybe we'll pull down our highlights a smidge. No, I like them brighter on this one. See, just kind of play around to where you think it looks good. And that's pretty much all I would do. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.